let's see if this works. Let's get this started. Hey everybody, Ezel Senpai here. Oh wow, I'm really hitting in the red here. Let's tone that down just a little bit. There we go. How's the audio? Can you guys hear that? I got the Twitch soundtrack going on, so we got some lo-fi beats playing. Audio's pretty good. Good. Honestly, that was probably one of my biggest worries about doing this, was having the audio. Oh, okay. So we're good. We're good. Are you good? Are you guys good? How are you guys doing? Are you guys doing okay? Because I'm in an interesting place. It isn't going over your talking. Okay, so it's not going over my talking. Okay. And if it does, I'll just lower the music. Actually, we can probably turn it down just a tad. We'll turn it down to that much. Hopefully it's just kind of mellow in the background. I still hear it kind of loud on my end, but not much I can do about that. Oh, man, what an interesting time to be in. You know, the world and all the things going on, hikers going missing, people taking horse dewormer instead of just going to get something that's free and approved. It's weird. It's also weird that kids stealing school stuff. I've seen a few TikToks about that, and it scares me. It really does, because, like, if I was a kid and I did that, no way I'd be able to get away with it. See, this is, like, it's weird to really put it into words about that situation, because how do you prevent these kids from dismantling a building for internet clout? How do you do it? I'm gonna turn it down on my end just a little bit. I don't need it to be that loud. There we go. It's like, I know that there's some schools that have like see-through backpacks and stuff like that for safety reasons, but the problem is that it'll affect others when they do it. That, yeah, I just think it's yeah, it's just, where's the line? Where's the line anymore with really anything? Now, I want to try to put that, bring that back into playing, talking about card games. I know this is the what's happening in my Vanguard, but so I stumbled onto an interesting debate the other night. It was Simo. I posted a poll on Twitter about whether Max C should go to 0, stay at 0, or go to 3. Now, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! In a professional manner in probably about a decade. I've kept up with the game because, you know, it's interesting. It was a big part of my life. It's one reason why I enjoy Vanguard so much, is because I have a dumpster fire to compare it to. But I look at this game, I look at Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's, I don't know, maybe it's because of Vanguard I've gotten to this point where I'm like, you know, let the players play their damn games. You know? Let them do what they want to do, and if anything, you just try to have the best resources to slow them down, not, you know, setting up these unbreakable boards or being denied turns. It's like, oh, you try to do your one thing? No. Ash says no. And I just, I don't agree with that sort of design element of a card game. I understand slowing down and managing how your opponent, like, understanding like certain interactions, not quite interruptions or soft interruptions, but like, how is it fun to basically tell your opponent no? I know. I recently so going back to Maxi real quick before I tangent off again like I usually do. I was I say yes. Let Maxi go to 3. You know, let the chaos ring. Oh, hey, how you doing? No problem. Is my audio's good still? Well, we'll see. We'll see. I've been here for the last. Oh my dear God, I'm so sorry. Like my wife called and she's really excited about her new job. She's starting a new job today, so she was calling me on the drive, and I'm like, I should probably freshen up a little bit before I start stream, so I can have my head in the game. So I apologize for the delay. But I started to do secretary work and I muted them. Oh, all right, cool, good job. I mean, don't let me get in the way of your job. I mean, your job is important. Do your job. Don't let me get in the way of your job. That is absolutely my least favorite thing. So Maxi, I'm just like, look, with how modern Yu-Gi-Oh is, just let Maxi effing go to 3. Have a reprint set eventually, like Battles of Legend or whatever reprints that we're going to get near the end of the year. Put it as an easy to get common, so that way even the casual players can get it. And just let them have fun. Now I understand, but you could maxi somebody to deck out. I mean, yeah, I mean, sure, but I mean, I just think there are elements of that game where it could be better designed to be fun. Recently there was a video about Edison format, which I didn't know about. I played in it, and I didn't know about it. Yeah, I know, right? 35 special summons to do. Depending on how late in the game it is, but still. It's just like, I think if you gave Yu-Gi-Oh players a tool to make the opponent think about how they want to proceed with their turns, it slows down their thinking a little bit, but also gives them the opportunity to kind of deep think about how they want the rest of their turn to go. There's the decision trees and stuff and whatnot. It's like, okay, if I keep going, can I finish the game? And if I don't think I can, I'll stop right here or continue a little bit to put myself in a slightly better position to not die next turn. And that's, I mean, I just think that sounds good. Maybe it's just Vanguard for not have I feel like Vanguard spoiled me to an extent about let me turn my mic down just a little bit. I was peeking in the red there for a moment, so I think because of Vanguard and how like Vanguard has its interactions, but it doesn't have a no, you don't play a turn. In most cases, there are a few exceptions. Put the asterisks on that, but asterisks. But I just think that maybe a part of me just wants all of the card games that I like to be fun. But I also have to understand that as I get older, tastes change, appeal change. What I thought I used to enjoy about something, I might not enjoy anymore. But the opposite could be true, where, something that you didn't enjoy could be, like, amazing now. I talked a lot of crap about TikTok, and I'm 3 videos in of my own TikTok with memes, and it's been fun. It's my wife sends me videos all the time, and I send her a bunch that I find. I think our record's 40 in one night of just finding these ridiculous videos. So, I think Maxi going to 3 should be cool. I mean, as soon as the TCG and the OCG split and separated, I think that was just no. I can understand different card markets. I can understand they have other cards that we don't, but how is that the player's fault? You know, why screw the player over just because you're not willing to release a certain product or card as quickly as you should? And you know, when you do release those cards, they end up becoming problems way ahead of their time, or very late into their existence, and they're not hitting the issues, they're just hitting the things around it. I'm looking at you, Healthy Fibrex. Give me back my Jet Synchron. Okay, so I'm gonna. I'll do a little more. Edison format. People talked about it. It's basically a period around 2010. Blame the other combos. No, I'm gonna blame Healthy Fibrex, because that is the cornerstone of a lot of those damn combos. You know, just no. Blame the source. Don't blame the combos. Blame the source of those combos. You know, Healthy Fibrex does it. That's why when I wanted to build in for Noble Knights, they're just like, nope, you need Healthy Fibrex. Why though? You mean they create some ridiculous thing that makes tuners irrelevant? I mean... so, okay. I think Edison format sounds like fun because that was like peak 5Ds. And I was really enjoying the game. I think that was kind of where it went from being the greatest game ever to that obsession part. So, and that's a good segue. That's a good segue into talking about something else. As well as the other day on social media, on Twitter, Team Best Girl posted a question. Very thought-provoking question for me. Let me pull it up so I can directly read it word to word. Word for word. Word to word. If you haven't quit Vanguard yet, what is preventing you? So, when the reboot, when Overdress was announced, yeah, a lot of friends quit. People are stepping away. People are interested, but cautiously interested. And that kind of got me thinking about what would it take for me to leave? What would have to happen in order for me to quit this game? You know, the game's great, it's fun, it does have its issues, but those do get fixed over time. Eventually. But I essentially came up with 3 main reasons why I would quit. Or at least not quit, but maybe not play as much. So the first part is family. Now, I'm a 31 married man. I don't have my wedding ring on. Oh, crap. Oh, no, it's right here. Okay. My wife and I, we got these silicone rings recently where, you know, because she's in the nursing field. So she doesn't want to have her, you know, expensive ring covered in dookie or blood by a patient. So it's just a little silicone ring, and it's a little rubber, and, you know, it's easy to wear, and it's fine, it's fine. I actually took mine off to, you know, go hop in the shower, and it's in the bathroom still. So I'll probably go grab that here in a minute. But I have my normal ring here. Family. Family is my first reason. Nothing's more important than family. Yes, and I'm also directing these the Fast and Furious memes.
Nothing's more important than family.
But for reals, like, card games are fun. They're a fun hobby. They could be a fun lifestyle. They could be a lot of good. But when you start to value these pieces of shiny cardboard more than your family, now, when I say family, I don't mean like, because everyone's family is different. You know, not everybody has the perfect family. Not everybody has a functional family. You know, a lot of them are dysfunctional and not in the fun way. You know, so family is whoever you want it to be. But when you start to value these shiny pieces of cardboard more than the people you love and care about, there's an issue. I was friends with somebody who basically went down that train of thought, and it destroyed his marriage. It really affected their kids. It just caused so many issues and so much drama, and that's something I don't want to be a part of. I will never value this game more than I value my family. If for some reason I need to sell all my cards tomorrow because someone needed, I don't know, an emergency loan, I would. We're not in a position where we wouldn't have to do that, but I would. Second point is price. Now, this one's a little more flexible because I was basing it off of 2010, or essentially 2010, 2012 Yu-Gi-Oh, where if you wanted to be pro, you were dropping about $1,000 to make a competitive deck. Something that can go to regionals and have a really good chance of winning. And this is base rarity stuff too. And it's just... No. If I'm spending anywhere near that much on a single deck, no. Absolutely not. I won't support it. Now, thankfully, Bushy has addressed this to where things are cheap. Or very affordable, I should say. I don't want to say cheap. I want to say affordable. Hi there, Senpai. Oh, Loris! How you doing? Oh, man. Gang's all here. I do hope a Loris reverse happens. I really do. Or Loris in general. I do. Just real quick, I want a side tangent. I think the Bermuda Triangle unit that we just got in Clan Collection, I feel like that's going to be the reverse unit. And then in 5 and 6, we'll see Loris. Maybe. But I just feel like they put that unit Silent Quiet, right? Is that her name? Silent Quiet? I don't even remember. But it seems like because you support it too bad, Daddy Bushy for the help on me. Yes. I do feel that will happen, just because like they didn't say that it was specifically just units from that era. Now, those are the most likely suspects. Most likely. And, you know, we're also kind of playing with the borrowing from another franchise, what if scenarios. But I do think that they're setting up for this particular thing. Because if they weren't setting it up like this, why call it Clan Collection? Volume 3 and 4. And 5 and 6. You know, there's something to it. I think Clan Collection 1 and 2 are just the groundwork for more things. And yeah, Clan Selection, well, I guess was the prototype. But Clan Collection is like, okay, we've refined this a little bit. And now we can jump off of this springboard we built. Okay. Crap, I lost my place. Okay, so the reasons why I would quit. price. If I'm spending over $1,000 or near $1,000 for a base rarity deck, I'm out. I can't afford it. I may be a house husband, but I can't afford it. No. The third is fun. Now, again, this is a very vague term, but I think it clarified it on Twitter that if I like Vanguard has multiple formats. You know, you've got overdress, you have V, you have premium. So there are lots of ways to have fun, right? If you're not liking one format, you can go to the other one. Or if you can only afford one, maybe it's time to branch out, try something else. You know, I think Solomon said it best earlier. You learn the game with D, you polish yourself with V, but you advance with premium. I mean, however you want to look at it, it's all preference. Enjoy whatever the heck you want to enjoy. Don't let me take that away from you just because I prefer something over other people. But my point about having fun is, if I am not finding fun in any of the formats at all, then what's the point of continuing? You know, I struggle played Yu-Gi-Oh to the very end. Granted, during that struggle stage, I did win locals twice with Junt Doppel with freaking Thunder King Ryo teched in 2012. But my point being, struggling can only get you so far before it becomes this unhealthy obsession of trying to win, and it just straight up causes despair. You know, so I'm looking at it, I'm like, look, if I ever get to that point, then the game probably isn't as fun anymore, and I need to stop. Maybe take a break. Okay, can I say that the end goal in premium is stupid? Well, what is the end goal? The end goal, I think, in premium is to make your clan as best as you can, tailored to what you need or what you want. You know, it's this may sound contradictory, but it sounds contradictory, but just hear me out on this. The clan system are like boundaries, and with all the stuff that's available in V, premium, and even the nation support stuff, you have so much you can do within that boundary. You know, I don't want to say it's limitless, because there's a finite amount of cards, finite amount of combos, there's a formula for it, but you can do so much. Now, and that's for those who really want to take it to that extreme. Me personally, yes. The one thing I enjoyed about Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the complex deck building process. You know, every card has a purpose. Every card has a reason to be at whatever quantity it's at. Whether it's limited to be 1 or 2 or whatever the case is. So let's see. What if you enjoy a more, and that's perfectly fine. You know, enjoy the simple format. You know, like I said earlier, don't let me take away what you enjoy because I prefer something more than the other. The one thing I love about this game is that there is something for everybody. There is. Overdress is simple. Yes. Overdress is fairly affordable. Yeah, absolutely. Are there issues? Within expectations. Within expectations, yes. Especially Bruce. Now, I'm not hating on Bruce, but my goodness. I'm looking over at my Barrow Magnus deck, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, bud. We'll have to be a nuisance another time. I'll be out of character for a moment, because it's not really bringing much to base tangent. I haven't bought any Vanguard cards since the last V Premium or V Bermuda set. And since then, I played one game at a friend's house because everyone stopped being interested in Vanguard in my city, so that's kind of sad. There isn't something for everybody in Vanguard. Where is my Bermuda metal band? Yo, Bermuda metal band. Yeah, what he said a few months away. um, again, there is something for everybody. I believe. Now, obviously, that's not 100% true. The case right here, but I'd like to believe that there is and can be something for everybody within every format. And depending on how your pace of the game is, there's something for you. But the end goal of premium, I think, is to build a deck to do what you want, to pilot it in a way where this is just what I think, and I've taken this philosophy to V Premium, is that I think a deck for whatever clan you play, whatever nation you play, whatever archetype you play, whatever sub clan you play, if you love it and you build it and you think about it, and just all the things about it, you just culminate all that good stuff together, it'll be as if it's an extension of yourself. I hate drawing back to Yu-Gi-Oh comparisons, but I found myself watching GX again, just the last 3 episodes, because I was using that quote that Yudi said to himself regarding Jade and how he uses his deck, and I had misquoted it as, oh, he's using it like it's his arms and legs. And then the updated translation is like, well, it's an extension of himself. And I'm like, yes, this guy gets it. I still feel we as a community need to find a new name for V Premium than V Premium. I think the idea is you're separating the collective, the older collective, the newer collective, and the standard stuff, the standardized stuff. I don't mind the word premium because, let's be honest, there is a premium to it. Thankfully, V Premium doesn't have that as much. Japan, they call it V Standard. Yeah, they do. I think it's just the understanding that in normal premium, it is everything together, old and new. And for V Premium, it is everything in V and all the newer stuff that we are still going to get in V. But, you can just call it V, and I think people will know what you're talking about. This is because we live in a timeline where my last unit was no. Who needs therapy when you can just stream on Twitch? Therapy. Why do I have 2 open drinks? Oh my. Who needs therapy? Okay, so where was I? The end goal for premium, or really any format, is to make your deck as well functioning as possible and have fun. If your goal is to be competitive, then be competitive. There are the tools. If you want a nice, simple, relaxing game with a few, oh my god, you got the overtrigger, then yeah, for sure. There's that too. Yeah, thankfully we have a new design team, so that's cool. Why are things freezing up? I'm sure things are just going fine, and that was weird. But I'm only using 11% of my CPU, so I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. I think. But yeah, so the happenings in my Vanguard. So, personally, I am not having as much fun in Overdress as I would like. I built Bastion during set 1. It was fun. I was able to get cut cheese a few wins, but the deck was boring. Set 2 came along, and I also built Bear Madness. That's fun, but it still lacks a lot of stuff. Set 2 comes out. Okay, cool. I'll upgrade Bastion a little bit. The big upgrade for Bear Madness. Big upgrade. Loved it. But still, it was lacking something. I built Phantom Blaster, and that feels more at home as a Paladin deck, so to speak. But again, there's still stuff missing, and it's not the fault of anybody. It's just, again, this is still a new format, just like how V was when V started. And yeah, literally flip a grade 3 and restand. Obviously they had a lot of fun with redesigning the format and experimenting with the ride deck specifically for Keter, but whatever. So I'm just not enjoying it as much as I would like. Now, I'm still hopeful. I mean, there are certain cards coming out in set 3 for Keter that I really like. The fact there's actually some blaster support's kind of cool too. But I'm really looking forward to Flagbird. Well, she did some positives, but it's not all great, unfortunately. Yeah, of course. Not every smart idea is a good idea, if that makes sense. Still haven't played a single game of Overdress, so I can't really say anything about the format. Yes, Maelstrom Clone, Flagbird, yes. Because I have a feeling. I have a feeling that Flagbird will be the equivalent of what Aquaforce was to me when V started. For those that don't know, when Kara Expo came around 2018, the first one, there was only like 10 clans available. Ultra Rare got pushed back a month, so I couldn't play Gold Paladin. So I ended up playing Aquaforce, and it was Naval Gazer, and I got 24th place, which immediately went to my head the following season. But it was just kind of like, this is still a new format. There's not a lot of good cards here available, so you have to play smart. And I think I did, and that's how I got to 24th place. But so I feel like we're in that sort of era where, yes, there's all sorts of different decks to play, but I feel that as more sets come out and the more variety that there is, I think the more fun it will be. Probably. Yeah, the black and white wing, which Bushy aptly named Weiss Schwartz on the website, was great. I'm really looking forward to that build, personally. So for the time being, I've kind of taken a back seat to Overdress. I've stopped going to locals on Saturdays for Overdress because, that's all that's there. Thankfully, my locals is like, hey, let's do another format for Vanguard. Cool. Let's have V Premium. Because I know that no one wants to play Premium except me. And maybe a few other people. But not enough to really make it consistent. And then it's like, okay, well, let's have it be V Premium. Because why not? I mean, I don't want to have a lot of the same thing. If I'm going to play Overdress on Saturday, I'd like to spice it up on Monday. Especially on Monday. Nobody likes Mondays except me now because I can play V Premium. Why didn't Bushy call out to you to make the gold premium gold deck? Because they got Richard from Nexus Store to do it, and honestly, he did a far better job of it than I did. I will admit, Richard from Nexus Core is probably a better Dual Paladin player than I am by a few leagues. No, for real. Like, and also keep in mind, when was the last time I posted a YouTube video? I'm active on Twitter. I'm active on, Facebook, sorta. But when was the last time I've really made content? Now, I've had all these ideas in my mind and things to do, but when have I really created an actual piece of content and kept it consistent? Nexus does a lot of videos, and honestly, they're consistent. They've branched out. Now, what you think of their content is up to you, but because they have the consistency, they have the track record, they have all this, that makes sense. Now, I've been chatting around with Bushy Matt, pitching a couple ideas. But it's like, I don't have anything set in stone. I don't have this, content creator thing with Bushy going on. Because, look, I'm average. I'm probably just a low tier, niche micro celebrity. Let's just be real here. Let's just be real. So, also, let's be real. Facebook, page admins are low-key influencers, are low tier. Yes, I 100% agree with that. I honestly think my peak was 2017, maybe 2018, and then it started to fall off in 2019, and rose back up a little bit in 2019, and here we are. Here's the thing: you just got to make the videos. Don't just stay and play. I know. It's taken me a lot to just do this. Have I had technical difficulties? Yeah. I had an older computer that's like 8 years old that I've been working with. I recently got this one from a friend, and it's only 4 years old, but it's up to the latest things. So I have the tools. I have the technology. I just need the drive, and I'm working on it. One of my issues is just if I'm doubting myself, I won't do it. Like one of the things I've actually been in my head, I have thought of so many different things, and one of the things is song parodies, and I don't think I have the singing voice to do it, but I would attempt it. I've been working on one in my head. Whenever the song comes on in my car, I'll use the lyrics I came up with, and it works. It needs a little fine tuning, and that's a fun project that I plan to do. Eventually. Let's see. You're still my senpai, so you're by definition the second best Vanguard internet personality in my eyes. Can't dethrone. No, I don't ever want to dethrone him. No. And honestly, I should be lower than that, because Can You Say G should be up there somewhere. Then Solemn. Then Vanguard Insider. But the one thing I think that would separate me from them is... They have themselves front and center, while here I am hiding behind a cartoon caricature of my favorite unit. Sorry, I just blew my mind. Give me a moment. I am recording this. I hope the music carries on, but if it doesn't, then that's fine. VTuber. I thought about actually the VTuber route, and it's expensive getting the models. I think it's more about they have more time on exactly. And you know what's weird is like I'm a house husband. I practice the way of the house husband, and I have a hard time just finding time for myself to do this. What am I doing with my time? I don't know. It just goes away. I just gone. Day's gone. I've been up since 5 a.m. What have I done? I've set up this stream. I played a bunch of matches with one of my friends who claims that I am a hacker and created the games so I could hack it. And I'm 6-0 currently. Playing random decks on a wheel. Oh, wow. Well, yes, you don't show your face. There's a lot of other things to consider. I mean, when it comes to, like, events, I don't hide myself. I have the senpai hat. I do have a senpai hat. I do show my face. It's just... I have cards to show. That's all I'm really here for. And I haven't uploaded much, but I'll be making videos. I'm a dude in real... You know what? Well, I don't judge. It's... my mom lives female, so that doesn't even matter. Yeah, so... It's something I'm trying to get in the works. And I appreciate all the support. I really do. From the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it. So, the friend I'm playing with isn't as skillful in the game just yet. He doesn't have a local shop that's available to him within a reasonable distance. So I've just been sending care packages. I've sent 2 so far with a bunch of cards, some decks to play around with. Nothing super complete except Nightmare Dolls, although he doesn't want to sit down and learn it, but whatever. I want to kill 2 birds. Again, my friend isn't as adept to playing the game on the level that I want to show. It's kind of like that weird fallacy where, no, it's not a fallacy. That meme, it could be a fallacy, where I don't want to just show off the times I win, but I also don't want to show off the times I lose. For those, I actually have a friend of mine who is... You know what? That's a whole other issue all on its own, and we'll deal with it from there. I know you're nudging. I know you're hinting. I know. But I have another friend who is starting up a YouTube... Or he's been around for a little while. I always get the name mixed up, and I feel bad. Let me go find it real quick. Because I always get the names flipped, and I always feel bad about it. And it's like, oh, it's this. No, it's this. Vanguard Wonder. Please go check his channel out. I've recorded a few matches with him at our locals, and whether I've won or lost, they're there. He has them. Very fun. Please go check out that channel. He's got some good content. Me, it's like, I'm very picky about the content I want to produce. Like, doing deck profiles, like recorded deck profiles, feels so scripted. And I always find myself having a hard time editing them. That's why I like when I'm doing this live stream, this podcast-esque thing, I don't need to worry about editing because it's all in one shot. If I goof up, I goof up. That's there. And I think it just adds to the experience. There's a complex in there somewhere in the deep recesses of the blonde hair. Just gotta work on it. I'm working on it. I swear I'll start going to therapy soon. As soon as we get on the better health insurance from my wife's job. Absolutely. So, my buddy in Arizona. Again, he doesn't have a lot. He's not really able to spend a lot. What he's done is he sent me cards that I in turn sell off, and I send him whatever I can to make it worth it. So instead of having an interesting game, make sure we have an interesting chat during the... Yeah, I mean, I could probably commentate on games, but at the same time, this isn't somebody who I would want to broadcast, because their setup isn't as neat, I should say. There's an element of professionalism here, yet here I am winging it doing a live stream. I understand the hypocrisy. I get it. And I'm working on it. Please, just bear with me. So there's that. I am working on... There is... Why not do like Top Tech Heroes where it's live games? So the issue with live games is, I mean, my nerd cave's small. I'll be real. It is very small. I could probably have an opponent in front of me, but the camera angle would be really odd. I could make it work, but it'd be odd. Now you guys can probably be like, well, he's just making up excuses. Well, I mean, not really, kind of, but if I'm gonna make a video, I want to have the space. I want to be able to control the environment that's around. I don't know how to do that. I didn't know that was a thing. You could do that. Why don't you look? You don't need the best equipment to make content for people that people enjoy. No, I agree. I'm honestly just beating myself up at this point. And I know what I need to do. I just haven't. And it is something I'm working on. I do want to do more of this more frequently. And I think I actually might start using my Saturdays to do this. Because, yeah, today's Sunday. And it worked out. I was busy yesterday. But I think I can start using my Saturdays to do this. Why not live? Why not then have the ability to change the room into a fight room on occasion? I'd love to show you the room, but it is kind of a mess at the moment. It's not just kind of an office, but it's also kind of like an actual like bedroom minus the bed. So just I'll work on it. I can. When your locals had small tourneys of sorts, I did Discord live fights and... Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, when the young people. Oh my god. They're basically kids, but they're over 18, but they're young, so I call them kids. It's such a boomer thing to say. My god. But yes, I remember that. And no, you're not a loser. You make video for Spike Brothers. You're passionate about Spike Brothers. I mean, go for it. So, and that's good. It's good that you tried it. And there's something I need to work on in me to get around it. I'm not sure what this is. I wouldn't say it's an issue, but it is kind of an issue. It's like a creative block. You know how people have writer's block? Yeah. Hell, I made a 3-page essay on Dudley. I wrote 7 pages on Gold Paladin, but yeah, no, I feel you. They aren't ever tired. Or never tried? Tired? Tiered? You just gotta make... Exactly. So, this is my first step, again, to getting back into the ropes of making content. Letting people know that I am still here. I'm not as relevant, but who cares? I'd rather make something like this where I can be real. I don't want to be hiding behind a persona, although I hide behind a picture, but that's a whole other psychological issue. But that's a good joke. It's a great one, even. But you gotta stop. No, you're right. You're right. When I feel like you're making an appearance, I'm just all mind you, like, I am here. What's not here, though? What's not here? Ask your friends and see when they're free as well. No shame to ask. I do. I need to sit down. Oh, no. I thought we were done. Something to give you a level of fight. Yeah, for sure. I do. Heck, I still have my decks whenever I'm not busy. Yes. Why not try to make a perfect remote fight setup? That's an idea. That is an idea. I do need to take on remote fight a bit more. Why haven't I? The hell have I been doing with 2020? Oh, right. Trying to survive. That's an I. Plus, you said you want to control your space. That's true. Requires good internet, good lighting, and good camera. So, lighting can be worked on. Internet, I think, thanks to this new laptop, I have it. Good camera, well, that can also be an easy fix. I'm just lazy. If I had to put a word to it, I'm just lazy. Do I want to be? No. Does it happen? Yes. Okay, so that's the happenings. I've been playing V Premium on Mondays. You said we were going to work on tech stuff. Yes. So I've got some decks to show. And I want to see if this works. So I'm going to... I'll send you a link of the camera that I use. Okay, yeah, that's cool. I mean, if it's the webcam, I'm pretty sure you and I have the same webcam. Poggers. Yeah, post it in chat. That's fine. So I just want to go back to locals real quick. So V Premium at my locals is small. Very small. SMOL. Small. We have about between 6 to 10 players. Consistently, it's been around 6, but we do average about 8. But I mean, those numbers fluctuate. I have won twice, and it's funny. The first time we had a V Premium tournament, we played 2-deck format. And I had lent a bunch of people a bunch of decks. I think 2 or 3 people. We had 10 people for it. I lent 3 people a deck or 2, and I won. And I'm just kind of like, grain of salt this, but I mean, I won. Posted it to WCC, and I've been featured. I've been featured on WCC a couple times, which is really cool. Yo, winning a locals with Ethics Buster and Ezel is just, it's so crazy. And then I think the following week I won with Ezel, and that got featured. And then my buddy Justin won, and I forgot to do his deck profile, otherwise I would have submitted it to them as well. So it's not to say that I'm not inactive. The one time I got featured with Orphist, and didn't even know until Angie told me about I WCC. Oh no. Hmm. They make good content. I like them. Um. So yeah. So okay. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab my silicone ring, real quick. Um. What? Hold on. I'm thinking about trying to be competitive on Shadowverse next year. I've been trying it for a few weeks here and there during this year, and somehow I've got very close to master. Wow, good job. I play Shadowverse casually, like super casual. I'm not even done through like the beginning chapters for each character yet. So, good job. Good job. I'm clapping. So I know it sounds weird, but I was clapping. That's I have to clarify. Okay, so I'll be right back, and then when I come back, I will show off a couple of decks that I've been playing around with and get your input on. Hopefully, the stream still works. I want claps. Well, the camera's not on, so they're claps. I promise you. I promise you. They're claps. Have it be that loud though. It's like you really gotta be really into it for it to be that loud. Yeah, I'm married. Okay, so I'll be right back. All right. You mentioned a particular word because that's kind of the order we're gonna go in. You know, force, excel, and protect. So these are decks I've obviously been having fun with. Clearly, like, there's a clear bias with this one, obviously. But I recently picked up these two decks recently from one from Frankensons, which is a indoor swap meet for nerds. Well, not just nerds, but there's like comic books and there's Funko Pops and weapons and all that stuff. And there's cards. So I picked this deck up. It was originally a Dialander Zeal deck, but I already have a Zeal deck. So I was like, hey, can I get a playset of Dizarus's? And they threw it in for free. I'm like, yes! Communities are interesting. Like, my buddy Justin, who I have a hell of a lot of respect for now, sees this game in a different way than most people. I feel as if I'm indebted to him because he's actually helped me build a bunch of decks for little to nothing. And when the day comes for me to pay him back for his kindness, I will. In folds. So let's go ahead and just go through the decks one by one. Camera's looking pretty nice, right? Yeah, alright. So, I know there's a bunch of decks I want to finish too, but more than anything, there's clans I want to build and actually play. Alright, so let's go ahead and knock out D, please. We'll just put these down here for now. Alright. So this build's very fundamental. I don't know. I've never actually played Dimension Police. When I saw the deck, you know, I was like, I have to go for it because I can't pass this up. I'm not going to miss my shot. So we are playing a total of 14 grade 3s. Is that? Yeah, that's fine. 8 grade 2s. Now the deck is gonna change because I did order some stuff and stuff is on the way. So before anybody's like, "Wait, why aren't you doing this?" I stuff's coming. I promise. I promise. I just had to sell a bunch of cards to get my wife a nice $300 stethoscope that can record heartbeats and irregularities on the phone. So it better helps her job. So again, I will sell my cards in an instant if my wife needed me to. Okay. D, please. I also have a Beast Deity deck in California. That's where I'm at. Dude gifted me with a Bermuda SP. You know what? I have a friend who also gifted me a Bermuda SP. It's cheap, but I mean, it's pretty cool. And the Twitch Shield, too. Why is it in California? My friend is too lazy. Paul, yeah. Okay, so we're playing Die Liner. Was trying to say you're missing Ultimate Dayusha, Dystooper, and other great dudes. Yes, Dayusha I'm gonna wait on. Great Dayusha. I'm gonna wait on Great Dayusha for a little bit because I feel like they will reprint VRs within 2022. That's just my gut feeling. Or at least older VRs. Not newer VRs, but older VRs. That's just my suspicion. Now, so it's mainly just Dieliner and Brad Black. Dizaurus is here for the extra drive check, extra power boost. And so when I was first playing with this deck, I thought, okay, let me experiment with Force 1 because that's simple. That's easy to learn, right? Man, this chat box is a little off. Hold on, let me fix that just a little bit. Unlock. There we go. That's better. There we go. Now it's in line. I also wanted to build. I was actually $20 short of building Blau. Might be resumed. Yeah, it's for the chats. Yeah, it is. It is. I fixed it. I feel like they need to bring backpedal on VR and Bardo to gain free PR points with the community. To consolidate even more. Imagine more EP being the savior. Yes, yes. So I do think older VRs should be reprinted. Older VRs within reason. You know, I think Ford Clan Collection volumes 3 to 6. I do think that like Lukier needs to be reprinted. Maelstrom needs to be reprinted. I remember how VR reprint clause is. It is. That clause is. I can kind of understand for the sake of the card shops. Somebody pointed out. Was it She Devil Gaming on Twitter? Yeah, I think they mentioned it, and I kind of forgot about that. But at the same time, a lot of shops have sold their V stuff, so it's very hard to get V stuff. Just like when V started, people sold off premium. Now people are interested in premium. It fluctuates so much. I just want to complete my queen. I agree. I understand. It's like those Yu-Gi-Oh! Pepega that were saying reprints are bad for the game. What? Who? Oh, PP. No. So, okay, hold on. Maybe there's some logic with that. Maybe. Now I'm just trying to wrap my mind around it, where maybe too many reprints of things that don't need to be reprinted are bad, but not enough reprints is also bad. Like, yeah, some influencer have been saying that tournament staples shouldn't get reprinted, so the OG print holds value. I disagree with that. You know, I think staples need to be widely available for everybody to enjoy the game at a decent level. At least be accessible for the casual players to get. I agree. It is mega dumb. That's why I don't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh competitively ever, especially since they're like not reprinting like key cards in the Mega Tin, which is supposed to have a lot of stuff. And you know, a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players give Vanguard a lot of crap. They're like, "Oh, your game's so good. Oh, so it's rebooted twice. How can it be good?" Sure, I'll give you that. But when we have a reboot, we get a new format and new people are able to join. People can enjoy it however they want. You have the Yu-Gi-Oh players who casually enjoy GOAT format but want that to be a competitive event or a competitive actual format. Yet here you are with a company who has publicly made it known that they short print stuff by saying we will not short print stuff in mainline sets. Exactly. I'm a bit sad that those boxes aren't as worth it since value-wise you can't make that value back. That's yeah. So D please. I'm still working on it. I really enjoy this build. I was playing Force 1 for a little bit, then I kind of figured out a trick with Force 2. I learned that depending on who's going first or going second, you have a different ride to go into. It's like people that say Force of Will. You know, I would have given Force of Will a try if there wasn't already a rotation in place. Like, it's like, oh hey, here's this new game, and with this fun mechanic called Life Break, but it's gonna get rotated out in a month, so have fun with that. So I'm playing Force 2 with this, and it's a heck of a lot of fun. Really fun. I enjoy it. Again, Great Dayushas are probably going to be for sure, but for right now, I like this. You know, I didn't understand the appeal of Dialaner until now. Dialaner is just so cool and so good. Okay, so we got through this. Do you guys like this build? Any recommendations aside Great Dayusha? Excuse me, Denliner. Super Dimensional Robo Denliner. Oh yeah, Daikaiser. Like, I honestly got this because I want Daikaiser. I got the worst SPMs that too. I hurt myself. No! Not your soul. So, I've just been having a lot of fun with this deck. When I go to locals on tomorrow, I may actually just play this in tournament. We'll see how it goes. I got the DP clan split from 50 cards. You know, it's interesting you brought that up because that is an amazing. You beat me to it. But yes, you can use the promo code Ezel Senpai at checkout to get a discount. Okay. Yes, so you need to do that. I think the discount gets you like 5% off, but if you're ordering a lot, that 5% does add up. I don't get anything if you do it. I just get satisfaction. When people tell me they use my promo code, it makes my day. So if you decide to use 50 cards and use that promo code and you tell me, it makes me pretty happy. I do have Quilt. Dice Scoopers are on the way. I actually took Quilt out because at the time, it's like, I didn't think I need it. There are some good alternate staples up. That's true. That is true. Yeah. I've learned that deck thinning in this is... Well, deck thinning in general is just good. Also, if you like my playmat from Zero Damage Gaming, you can also use my promo code EzelSenpai there to get 10% discount. And they got some really good designed ones too, like this Mordred Phantom one, which I don't know if it's still on the market, but if it is, go get it. It's got the extended art stitching up here. Otherwise, this would be completely black all around. You know, more like die scoop quitter. He scoops. Yeah, it's funny. I got Night Heroes and Rising playmats because I got it. I got you. All right, Dull Paladin. So this is one that like I will play religiously. You know, you put me in a virtual simulator to build a deck, I will build this. But you have access to all this stuff. I will build this. I enjoy it. It is fun. I'm also sensing a pattern. But I really enjoy this deck. Like I love this deck. It's people say it's bad. It's not relevant. And to be fair, it isn't. But to see the look on people's faces when, you know, it does do something, it's just it's so good. Where's the duck? Spectral Duck is elsewhere at the moment, so shit, I got work in the morning. But it's for like 4 hours. Hey, how's Bluish Flame testing? Bluish Flame testing has been fun. I haven't been testing the Heal Guardians yet because I don't really have anything to test with. Yeah, go get sleep. Or call out now. Make your choice. But it's been good. I think people are sleeping on Fallon. Fallon is a very interesting pressure card. I'm getting serious. Vanguard cravings these days. Yo. So I haven't really been able to test with them. I can just theory craft it, and I think it's good. I think it'll do what I want this deck to do. They'll help with it, at least. I don't really see a drawback to it, aside from not being 20k shields. So, okay, so what's the first thing? Because, like, I agree with you, but what's the first thing? Like if Heal Guardians are the second best thing in V Premium, what's the first thing? Because I'm hoping we're on the same page on this one. If not, okay, we are on the same page. Okay, yes. Draw PGs. I would also argue the grade 1 searchers, the grade 3 searchers. I'd argue those are probably the second best, just because in order. And then the Heal Guardians are third. But I guess in terms of usefulness, they're very useful. So I'd say those are the big three that have come out of it. They are specific, but wait. Okay, almost. Okay. So draw PGs were first. Cool. I was thinking the same thing. Heal Guardians being second best. Okay, I see it. And then the grade 3 searchers definitely a third. So yeah, I agree with that. The Heal Guardians make Premium Bastion more of a reality. I just hope we don't get any more grade 3 criticals. Or if we do, but it's fun. It's fun. I really enjoy this build. It's very simple. I can usually knock out 4 to 5 attacks in a turn, especially on the superior right turn, and then set it for the 1 of Platinum. But I mean, if it happens, it happens. Otherwise, it's just a normal game. Uh, I don't like having 12 grade 3s in this build. I don't. But I think because I played Bastion in Overdress, it's kind of made me desensitized for those ratio numbers. Are the dudes playing Premium Bastion using grade 3 crit? Yo, I don't know if they are, but if they are, good job. But I hope to God not. It would be nice to use a prize card. It would be. Yeah, you can't use it. No, it would be nice. It would be nice. So, Gold Paladins. This is what I play religiously. I love it. It's bad, but I love it. Well, it's not bad, but I love it. They say they're usable in premium on the. Oh, yeah. We'll see. Only premium Navi. Okay. We settled it. So Gold Paladins, I love it. So from what I've been testing with the new support, I actually think I can change up this build enough to. Now this is gonna sound kind of blasphemous, especially as an Ezel player, but I think there's enough support now to change this deck to take out the superior ride altogether, play full Platina, and go Excel 1. Now, this is just a deck idea I've been theory crafting, but it may be possible. Is it good? I have no idea, but I will try it as soon as it comes out. Because right now when it comes to testing, I just want to test on the thing I'm testing. Then I'll buy extras of the other stuff to do further actual testing. You can try it on. I don't run Bastion. You draw enough? In my mind, now follow me on this. In my mind, I'm thinking of taking this out for Josephus. So Josephus has his skill where he's when placed from the deck kind of activation. It's a little more restrictive than Din Drain, but if we're playing Platina, moreover, Platina skill calls from deck. So just keep that in mind for the moment, okay? So in my head, we could probably I would probably still run 1 just because. Or even we could just go crazy. Just boom. Or even a Mach Slash Dragon. We can generate the grade 3s into Soul very quickly with Aglavale. Because we're using Platina skill, we're checking the top cards to superior call. It's an idea. It's rough. Run nothing but blue flames. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that'll be its own build, and I'm very glad I got my playsets when I did. I feel bad for the newer players who want to play Percival and can't because they're $10 each. Last I checked. I don't know. This is just one idea I have in mind. Will it work? Probably not. But it's fun to think about. Because I get a lot of crap. Especially from one particular friend who... No, Percival's not getting reprinted. It's Aglavale getting reprinted. I would like to think that Percival would get reprinted. I'd like to think... So based off the numbers, it looks like we're getting 3 new cards and 4 reprints. So I'm hoping that, nice. So I think that Percival could get a reprint. I honestly think so. It could. I don't think there's a reason for it to not get a reprint. Especially since golds have been kind of like we got the grade 2 countercharger in Clan Collection 1 and 2, so that was an odd triple rare choice. I think if they had left that one to be Percival, I think that would have been perfect, especially going alongside Revival Selection. But who knows? Okay, last but not least, Ghosties. Now, I did get some advice from Outer Orange for this deck, who is someone I need to... I need to collaborate with people. That's... If there was a lesson to learn from this live stream, is that I need to put myself out there and collab with people. I need to just buck up and ask, hey, I want to be a part of stuff. Can I be a part of stuff? Or do you want to be a part of my stuff? Because what the hell am I doing with my life? There are a few cards I am picking up for this deck. They're on the way. I'll point them out as we go. Yeah, excuse me. Yes. It's good for your development as a content creator. Remote fight with her. List that's solid. Okay. Yeah, allergies there. Who's talking crap? Because I'm sneezing now. Who's talking crap? Nobody? Okay. Maybe it's just me. Allergies. So Ghosties. Again, I got this deck from my buddy Justin, who, again, he was having fun with the deck, but he's not interested in it anymore, so he traded it to me. I traded him... I think I traded him, like, Shahara and a few other decks, like, budget decks, and he gave me a whole bunch, so... As long as he gets people to fight against, it would be great either way. Plus, he knows a lot of people who play at higher level. I do. Kinda. Generally speaking, I do. So I have little to no experience with this deck. Only thing I know from the get-go was Lightsworn. Mill. Put your resources in the drop zone. Call from drop zone. Do thing. Question mark. Profit. No, I don't want to be the Samurai X of Vanguard. No. 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 Okay, I don't know the guy. I've heard good things. But no. I'm not... I can imagine Big Daddy energy. I can imagine. When we're done looking at the decks, put 6 cards on the table in a deck, and we can work on remote setup with your camera placement. So the camera placement is, for some reason, on Twitter or on Streamlabs versus when I play on Discord, it has it zoomed out, or it has them a little more zoomed in than it would on Discord. On Discord, it's a little more out, so you can see more. So it's just some settings I have to play with, which again I don't mind doing. But sure. It's in. It's your camera settings is all okay. Well, I'll play with it a little bit later then. But yeah, I really enjoy this deck. I actually I watched a deck profile or two kind of talking about it, and I learned a few things, and then I kind of stumbled upon a 7 to 8 attack combo you can do. You start off with Red Beatrice. The ultimate goal is to get your Skull Dragon, and make sure you have Jesse's and Damien's to go into, along with Chappie. Chappie is You know what? No, I don't think it was. But I need to double check it because I want to see if I'm correct. As I was kind of just play testing it, I was like, oh wait, I could do this.
I could do this.
So I ordered the cards. They'll be in soon. The deck is in the process of being fixed. So, cool. Beatrice can make potentially comboing the ghosties. Yep. Like, the one thing about it is, I'll play Protect 2 in this build to kind of build up those little marker zones. And that kind of helps with that combo going, but each attack is subsequently weaker than the last. Or weaker than the last. Because, like, it'll be like, oh, hey, I'll call Dragon attack. It's a big number. Kills it. Beatrice revives Jesse. Jesse attacks for a decent sized number. Not as big as Skull Dragon. But enough to kind of hit. It dies. Beatrice revives Damien. Damien attacks for a smaller number. Damien dies, countercharges. Then Beatrice again. We go Chappie for the last attack. And then what I do is before I attack with Chappie, I'll attack with my Vanguard just to see if I get the drive checks. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'll check Jaime's blog on that. Ideally, you want your attack sequences to start with low numbers, pokes into the big numbers. Yeah, no, I agree. I just gotta get to the point to do so, but it seems like I go for the bigger pokes and then go down. In that order. You know what? Anj Tira is actually... You know what? I have Anj Tira for V right here. I do. I love it. Ghosties, it starts big and then goes small. But depending on how small those pokes are, you know, one philosophy is, you know, you can multi-attack all you want, but if those attacks can't hit, they don't do anything. And in regards of this, they do something. I hear Anj. Okay, it's bonus time. So this is my ghosty build. I like it. It's still in the works, but I like it. And Nedrabone is so darn good. Like, I think I ordered 2 more just for the sake of wanting to combo off with it more. Okay. We will go to the waiting screen because I need to sort the deck. So let's go ahead and we'll just do that. We'll do that for right now. So, bonus time. I feel like Anj is a spiritual successor of Loris. Yeah, I don't know how to answer that. I kind of feel like they had a lot of room with Bermuda. Now I know there are hardcore Bermudas out here. And this may sound blasphemous, but let me finish what I say and then I'll reiterate why I think this. I think that the first Bermuda Extra Booster to come out for V shouldn't have been Colorful Pastel. Shouldn't have been Highlander, or it could have had a little bits of Highlander, but I do agree it should have had more support for the trial deck. What I think should have happened was have it be Crystal Melody, Coral, Riviere, Pacifica, support for trial deck. There you go. Then you could have like laid in a few melody cards, not quite the full build, but stuff to go, you know, like, oh hey, here's some grade 1s and grade 2s you can kind of use. It's a fun little gimmick. Then you could have had Crystal Melody, or what was it, Crystal? The first one be the second one, releasing a full Colorful Pastel deck, a full Highlander deck, and the odds and ends for the other decks. And then the last one being perfect. but it needed more Loris. If I'm being completely honest, I'm not saying that just to be, you know, they really let Loris down, and it just. It's like we had all these G reboots. Yes, Anj. I like Anj. Anj is good. But I'm also kind of like, oh, hey, you have some original space design. Why not have that be Loris? No? Okay, I mean, Lyrical Veil's fun. Don't get me wrong, it is fun. But, what about Mare? Why Mare? Why couldn't that have been Loris? And it's like, we have grade 4s. Why not have Loris be the Chronojet equivalent? The Luard equivalent with Bermuda Triangle? No? We don't want to do that? Oh, okay. Okay. So this build is odd. I'm just... well, I don't think it's odd. I think it's okay. There are a few combos here that I did recently learn. One of the young whippersnappers at my locals took it was an Anj Prism deck to one of the online regionals and got they bubbled basically. And I'm just like, oh, that's a combo. I would love to show off Coral, but I took out the Crit Sentinels and I'm sending them to a friend. So the deck's kind of indisposed at the moment. I'm waiting to put those back in before I show it off. But I play 12 Crit Coral because it's hilarious. It's great. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Please don't judge me harshly. Alright, here we go. So we are playing 4 Anj. We're playing 4 Tirua. Aqua. We got Lisa lot. I'm playing 3 Sistico. And 1 Perla. Got the Sedna. Got the Ellies. Spanina. Her and Perle. Then we're playing 8 crit, 4 draw, 4 heal. A typical lineup. You know, let me just boop. Boop. And then just boop. And boop. There we go. There we go. Okay. We good. We good. Yeah, it's a very basic build. Like, it's nothing so spicy. Like, I love Sistico in here, just to be able to recycle stuff, not just the grade 3s, but like the Ellies too, if I'm not darting with them. I just play with the Crit Sentinels because I only have 5 drop PGs. And 4 of them are in Highlander. Makes sense. I wouldn't play Tirua at 4. It's just... the main reason I have it there, not because I haven't play tested this deck enough to really fine tune it, but that's also kind of why. Just being able to discard her off of Sedna to be able to use with Spanina to just countercharge or even stun with Sistico, that's just another resource in my eye. I mean, she is a nice, double attacker, but I definitely would take her out for something else. Then, because the new combo I learned is when you use Anj, and you bounce back a whole bunch, you call out Lisa lot, and then use Lisa lot skill to call out another unit. So you do get the 5 attacks. It's light prism, but you don't get the extra drive check. And if by chance you do end up getting like the Tiro on the Lieselot call, I mean, that's also really cool. Yeah, I agree. You can't bounce triggers, and that's an issue. But I think understandably, that's an understandable issue. That's why prisms are busted. Yeah, it's true. But I like this deck. Like you said, it's very basic. It's very standard. I enjoy it. I will probably experiment a little more with some other stuff. Until that's Angel Feather 1-hit KO. Oh, that's a build I'm still learning. I have it done. It's 1 card short. Maybe 1 day late. But the deck is in progress. It is fun. It is super unfair, and I'm just like, why does this exist? But I'm enjoying it, and yeah. It's always been historic and one of the big problem powerhouses in Bermuda since. I mean, bouncing is fine. I think, depending on how the bouncing is done, that's another thing. It matters to people who plays full SP decks and try to top with them. Oh, for the hell of you. So yeah, bonus, 4th deck. Here you go. I mean, I could keep going, but it will stop. Well, this is all I'll show for right now because I gotta have something for next time, right? But I enjoy Anj, and it's a fun build. It's for Bermuda lobbying. Oh, now if only we can lobby for living wages. No, don't get political. Don't get political. No. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to this screen. Oh, wow, yeah, that's kind of stretched out. Huh, I'll have to fix that later. We need wages when you can have a skill of swimsuit. I mean, they'll only get you so far, though. I just wish they print better generic cards that wasn't busted. I agree. Lieselot and Aqua are already good. Oh, absolutely. I kind of feel like you can't... I mean, you can, but it's very difficult to build a deck without those 2 in there. To some degree. Maybe. I don't know. I just have Coral. And this. Prism's on the side. Like, I'll tech in Prism if need be for testing, but... Huh. Melly says otherwise. No. I don't know about Revier that much. I mean... You only need Lieselot if you're gonna have room, that's true. But Revier, I'm not quite so sure because, like, I think at the time it was bad. But I think in the grand scheme of things, sorry, are you questioning me or the clan as one of the big toolbox in the toolbox? Toolbox. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. Oh boy. It's heating up. But yeah, no, I think I don't know how impactful the Riviera errata is. I think for the time being, I think it was right. You know, at the same time, we look at things that happened in 2020, and we're like, how did they get away with this? So I honestly, I'm not the person to judge on it because I don't have a lot of experience with Riviera. If I find somebody with an extra play set of the VRs, I maybe. I kind of feel like the once per turn helps, especially in terms of premium. Maybe. I don't know. I think in order for me to have an accurate say about Riviera, I would have to play it, and I haven't. So next time I do, I'll work on it. The once per turn is kind of necessary. I could agree with that. I mean, I have the whole deck. We can test with that. No. No, I've seen you with that deck. No. 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 Maybe. No. Maybe. It would have to be V Premium. I do not want to see Riviera without the once per turn in Premium. No. Absolutely not. No. Okay. So we've worked on nearly 2 hours of content. This was fun, right? Nice healthy discussion. Showed off some deck lists. Complained about another card game that really doesn't matter to us because we play this one card game and we really enjoy it. Crazy interactions. Okay, I guess I'll spitball this. I'll spitball my ideal restriction list update. Because why not? We're in the last few minutes of this, whatever. So I would like stay healthy. Yeah. In terms of Blade Master Soen, that is healthy. Yes, I will agree with that. So I think there should be a choice restriction with Valkyrion and stand triggers, as well as a choice restriction with Blade Master Soen and stand triggers. So the Valkyrion one's kind of self-explanatory. You know, that interaction just shouldn't happen. I don't think I need to. I said Soen. Yeah, it's the same thing. So the logic with Soen is the one that kind of enables it more. You know, like, you're able to get that vision token out there for virtually nothing, right? You don't need the 2 rear guards to pop it out. Right? Yeah, it's free. Okay. So Soen and choice restrict with stand triggers, in my mind, makes sense. But that also allows, like, if you really, really want to play Vision Token stand, you need to play the OG Blade Master. Make you wait to do it. There you go. If you want to play it, you gotta work for it. That's my thought on it. Remember when we thought we would have more decks to be used with Valkyrion as Trail Elementals, and how there would be more planes other than Trail Elemental? Lost Legend Mystery Flood. Yeah, okay, so again, Valkyrion, choice restricted with stands. Blade Master Soen, choice restricted with stands. If you still want to play Vision Token with stands, you have to play Bad Blade Master. Cool? Okay. Ultima and any Overtrigger. now, and I'm saying this from from a personal perspective, like that's like I've done this to people in testing at locals, and it is just not nice. You know, you go to Ultima, you get your front, you stack, you put the crit on top, followed by an overtrigger, and then yeah, no, it's when everything's been swings for 100 mil is dumb. Oh, it is. It absolutely is. So I think Ultima and overtrigger choice restrict any, and I feel like, but I also can kind of understand that that's kind of a win condition for a lot of decks. But at the same time, Ultima stacking 2 crits is, I want to say you have a far better chance of surviving if done correctly than in 1 crit and an overtrigger. That's true too. Um, um, I don't know enough about the Songster loop to really say anything. I just think that maybe a choice restriction might slow it down. As someone who's enjoyed playing premium rescue on area with Ultima being what it is, and the price it has been sitting is the sole reason why I haven't built it in real life. Songster loop would be paired in. So maybe choice restricting paired in with Songster. But I also know that Songster uses like the Prey Elemental tier and just a lot of generic Prey Elementals and can use Zarzon effectively, right? At least that's the last I saw of it. So maybe some sort of choice restriction there would adjust it. If you kill Paradin, the combo dies. Maybe that's a way to go. And I feel like I'm just kind of word vomiting what I've seen already. So if this is already sounding familiar to you, then it probably is. Not true. Let's see this. Oh man, it's Nico Fernando, folks. Literally, Cat Knight. That's right. What's that card? Cat and Boots. Cat and Boots. Oh man, whoosh. You missed it. I talked about Dole Paladin. You'll have to check back when this gets uploaded to YouTube. Mad respect, by the way. Mad respect. I'm kind of just talking over what I would like to see in a or in a restriction list update. Just kind of word vomiting everything else I've heard and kind of giving my own thoughts to it. So Valkyria and Standard choice restricted. Blade Master Sowen and Standard choice restricted. If people still want to play Vision Token with 16 to 12 stands, play the bad Blade Master. Taro to 1 makes sense. Is Zarzan bad enough to ban? Like personally, I would love for it to be banned, but has it had the representation to be ban worthy? I don't recall. I'd like to say yes, but I'm not certain. Oh yeah, you have the LEG Guardian. You know, maybe. Now, I'm not saying yes, but there are going to be some adjustments made to premium. and I think that other people have picked up on it that sort kind of sounds like how in Yu-Gi-Oh there have been the Master Rule updates. So maybe we'll see something next week where we get new rules, or some of the rules that we've had get fixed. I don't know. That's a fun way to look at it. We'll just have to wait and see next week what it has to offer. I wouldn't mind a Master Rule type change for premium. Well, so if we look at it chronologically, we didn't have a Fighter's Rule change until G started. That was when the G Assist rule came into play. Then we had another change once the reboot started about fixing G Assist and the Stride rule. So technically, we're kind of in. Oh, and guarding with anything. So I'd say we're in Fighters Rule 3 currently, going on to Fighters Rule 4. Because at the start of the game, that's Fighters Rule 1. G made it to... That's 2. When V started, that was 3, and we're still in the midst of that. So with this change, it'll probably be Fighters Rule 4. Does that make sense? It's true. But I mean, we have to wait and see. Tier 2 Premium is fine and very fun to play. So we just need to make sure that everything goes to Tier 2 Premium power levels. If everything's Tier 2, then nothing's Tier 2. Right? Kind of like that quote from Invincibles: if everybody's special, then nobody's special. No, wait, that's yeah, no, that's an Invincible quote. Sorry, The Incredibles, not Invincible. Invincible's a whole other ballgame of a superhero show. Whew. Invincible. If you guys have Amazon Prime, go watch it, please. That's such a interesting show. The memes are just chef's kiss. Good soup. So, like, how about we take the current Tier 1 decks and just undo... Whoa. I like where you're going with it. I do. But I think we need to tread lightly on that one. Yeah, still Demon House needs to be banned, regardless. They can go... Astral Plane or whatever. Maybe. But again, I think we need to tread lightly on this one, because if too much changes, Valkyrie would have some buddies over there. That's true. Like, I don't think Valkyrion itself is bad. I just think that the stand triggers around it are. And, like, that's a thing that just shouldn't happen. But it does. And hopefully that gets fixed. We'll find out next week. I think that's it. I think poor boy will be alone for too long. No. All right. I think we're good. I think just let him touch some grass. He just wants to pet the great nature folk, right? Okay. All right. So we've done on for about 2 hours. Thank you guys for sticking with me for this long, whatever the hell this was. Thank you for everybody who just joined in. Thank you, Respect the Zombie, and All OT for following. Appreciate it. You know, can I replay those? Let's do that. There we go. And then is that okay, I guess I can only do one. Oh, no, there's the other one. Okay, cool. So we got that. I'm gonna try to branch out more and try to collab with some other people. I need to. Not just for my sake. Well, not for wanting to be relevant, but also for my own well-being. I can pretend I'm not listening to him across the for the different. Oh, that's right. But we're not in September anymore. Wait, are we still? No, we are still in September. What the hell? So yeah. So I'm gonna try to branch out, collab with some people more so than before. I need to. Oh my god, why is it still? I think because I kept clicking on it, it's just gonna keep playing. So let's see, can I just there we go. We'll do that. So I'm gonna branch out, collab with people, collab with Visionary Mini Me and Visionary Vicis. Wow, what? Vicis, right? Legit never heard either of the Vicis. Mongus. Speaking of Mongus, are you guys happy that Amon's finally back? Because I am. Memes. Just all the memes. If they'll have me, I would be happy to oblige. But no rush. It's all cool. But I'd be open for it. I'll have me people contact your people. And by me people, I mean me. Why am I this awkward? My only area play buddy is finally happy about this. That's good. That's good. I'm glad for them. You know, like I said at the beginning, Vanguard has something for everybody to enjoy at some pace. You know, and I think that's what makes it shine through other than like Yu-Gi-Oh. Because I mean, when you look at the big three, Yu-Gi-Oh is the only one that doesn't have formats. Okay, I'm gonna end this because we're approaching, we're over 2 hours, and this is gonna be a pain to upload. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to use the promo codes Ezla Senpai at 50 cards and 0 damage gaming to get 5% and 10% discount respectively. I don't get anything. I just get satisfaction. Tell me you did it, and I'll be happy. Stay safe. Stay humble. And wear your damn masks. Oh, and if you haven't gotten vaccinated, please consider doing so. I'm not saying go do it, but please consider it. I understand there are people with certain medical conditions, and I get that. And certain religious views, I get that. I understand. But please consider it. You know, I'm not trying to tote that my wife's a nurse, and I know a thing or two, but I had COVID. It sucked. So please, don't go through it like I did. You guys have a good night. And, again, stay humble and stay safe. Good night.